Welcome to Finovative Insights. Today's video is all about how Elon Musk became the most powerful man in tech. Elon Musk's rise to becoming the most powerful man in tech is a story that seems almost too wild to be true, filled with near bankruptcies, impossible dreams, and a relentless refusal to accept the limits that everyone else believed in. So how did a kid from South Africa end up controlling the future of space travel, electric vehicles, artificial intelligence, and even global communication? Let's break it down from the very beginning. Elon Musk was born in 1971 in Pretoria, South Africa, and from a young age, he was different, not in a flashy way, but in a quiet, obsessive way. He devoured science fiction books, taught himself computer programming at age 10, and by 12, he had already created and sold a video game called Blaster for about $500. But his childhood wasn't easy. He was bullied relentlessly at school, once even hospitalized after being thrown down a flight of stairs, and his home life was complicated, shaped by a difficult relationship with his father. Despite all that, Musk had this burning belief that he was meant to do something significant, something that would change the world, and that belief drove him to leave South Africa at 17, partly to avoid mandatory military service, but mostly because he saw America as the land of opportunity, the place where big ideas could actually become reality. He moved first to Canada, stayed with relatives, worked odd jobs, and eventually made his way to the United States, where he enrolled at the University of Pennsylvania, studying physics and economics. After graduating, Musk got accepted into a PhD program at Stanford University, one of the most prestigious schools in the world, but here's where things get interesting. He dropped out after just 2 days. Why? Because it was 1995, the internet boom was exploding, and Musk felt that sitting in a classroom while the world was being rebuilt online was a waste of time. So he took a massive risk and co-founded his first company, Zip2, with his brother Kimball. Zip2 was basically an online business directory that helped newspapers provide city guides and maps on the web, and it sounds simple now, but back then, this was cutting edge. Musk worked insanely hard, often sleeping at the office, showering at the YMCA, and coding late into the night, and after 4 years of grinding, Compaq bought Zip2 for $307 million, giving Musk about $22 million from the sale. Now, most people in their late 20s who just made $22 million would probably relax, travel the world, maybe buy a nice house, but not Musk. Instead, he immediately invested almost all of it into his next venture, X.com, an online banking and payment platform at a time when people were still terrified of entering their credit card information online. X.com faced intense competition, internal drama, and a lot of skepticism, but after a merger with a company called Confinity, which had a product called PayPal, the combined company eventually took the PayPal name and became the leading online payment system in the world. In 2002, eBay acquired PayPal for $1.5 billion, and Musk, as the largest shareholder, walked away with around $180 million. At this point, he was 31 years old, incredibly wealthy, and could have retired to a life of luxury, but once again, Musk did the opposite. He took his fortune and bet it all on 3 industries where failure was almost guaranteed: space exploration, electric vehicles, and solar energy. Let's start with SpaceX. In 2002, Musk founded Space Exploration Technologies, or SpaceX, with the audacious goal of reducing space transportation costs and eventually making life multiplanetary. People thought he was crazy. The aerospace industry was dominated by governments and massive defense contractors, and private companies had tried and failed to build rockets for decades. Musk didn't care. He believed that humanity needed to become a spacefaring civilization to survive long-term, and he was willing to risk everything to make it happen. SpaceX's first 3 rocket launches failed, spectacularly. Each failure cost tens of millions of dollars, and by 2008, Musk was nearly broke, pouring every last dollar he had into keeping the company alive. Then, on September 28, 2008, the 4th Falcon 1 rocket successfully reached orbit, making SpaceX the first privately funded company to do so. That success saved the company, and shortly after, NASA awarded SpaceX a $1.6 billion contract to resupply the International Space Station. Today, SpaceX is the most valuable private space company in the world, regularly launching astronauts, satellites, and cargo, and building Starship, the fully reusable rocket designed to take humans to Mars. But while SpaceX was struggling to survive, Musk was also fighting another battle with Tesla. He actually found Tesla. It was started in 2003 by Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning, but Musk joined in 2004 as the largest investor and chairman, and eventually became CEO after internal conflicts. Tesla's mission was to prove that electric cars could be better than gasoline cars, not just greener, but faster, cooler, and more desirable. But the road was brutal. The Roadster, Tesla's first car, was plagued with delays and cost overruns, and by 2008, during the financial crisis, Tesla was weeks away from bankruptcy. Musk had to make an impossible choice: save SpaceX or save Tesla. He chose both. He scraped together every dollar he could, borrowed money from friends, and put his last remaining funds into both companies, literally betting everything on his vision. And somehow, it worked. Tesla survived, launched the Model S in 2012, which became the best-selling luxury sedan in America, and completely redefined what an electric car could be. Fast forward to today, and Tesla is the most valuable car company in the world, worth more than Toyota, Volkswagen, and Ford combined, and it's not just making cars, it's building batteries, solar panels, and energy storage systems that are reshaping the entire energy industry. But Musk didn't stop there. He co-founded SolarCity to accelerate solar energy adoption, which Tesla later acquired. He proposed the Hyperloop, a high-speed transportation system in a vacuum tube. He started the Boring Company to build underground tunnels and reduce traffic congestion. And he co-founded Neuralink, a company working on brain-computer interfaces to help humans keep up with artificial intelligence. Each of these ventures sounds like science fiction, but Musk has a track record of turning the impossible into reality. And then, in 2022, Musk made one of his most controversial moves yet. He bought Twitter for $44 billion. He rebranded it to X, gutted the company's workforce, changed its policies, and pushed it toward becoming an everything app, combining payments, messaging, and social media into one platform. The move was polarizing. Some saw it as visionary, others as reckless, but it gave Musk direct control over one of the world's most influential communication platforms, amplifying his already massive cultural and political influence. Today, Elon Musk is the richest person on Earth, with a net worth that has exceeded $200 billion, but more than wealth, he has something rarer: the ability to shape the future across multiple industries simultaneously. He controls the future of transportation with Tesla, the future of space with SpaceX, the future of communication with X, and he's pushing the boundaries of AI, robotics, and human enhancement with Neuralink and other ventures. His management style is intense, demanding, and often controversial. Employees describe brutal hours, impossible deadlines, and a culture of relentless execution. Musk himself has faced lawsuits, SEC investigations, public controversies, and constant criticism, but through it all, he's remained focused on his mission, to accelerate humanity's transition to sustainable energy and make life multiplanetary. Whether you admire him or criticize him, one thing is undeniable: Elon Musk didn't just predict the future, he's actively building it, piece by piece, rocket by rocket, car by car. And his story is far from over. With Starship aiming for Mars, Tesla developing humanoid robots and full self-driving technology, Neuralink entering human trials, and X evolving into a global platform, Musk continues to push the boundaries of what's possible. So the real question isn't how Elon Musk became the most powerful man in tech. It's what he'll do next. And that's a story we're all watching unfold, in real time, right now. Because love him or hate him, Elon Musk has proven one thing beyond doubt: that one person, with enough vision, risk tolerance, and sheer willpower, can actually change the world. And that's the end of this story, for now. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to Finovative Insights. See you in the next one.